Folks, we're proud to bring you the best high school and local sports action right here on the Garden State Athletic Network. But we don't do it alone. Is your business looking to reach a dedicated local audience across New Jersey? From the opening kickoff to the final buzzer, our fans are locked in. When you partner with us, you aren't just buying an ad, you're supporting the student athletes and communities that make Jersey sports special, all at a surprisingly affordable cost. Ready to join the team? Scan the QR code on your screen right now to learn more. You can also reach us directly at sponsorships@gardenstateathleticnetwork.com or give us a call at 973-738-3881. Grow your business while supporting local sports, only on the Garden State Athletic Network.
My favorite thing about playing high school sports is definitely the community it builds.
It's taught me leadership, it's taught me resilience.
Many people might go on to not play collegiately, but they can take a lot of skills that they learn and use it in their professional life, in their future careers.
High school sports are worth protecting because it gives students an outlet to grow, to become a leader, to become what they want to be.
NMLS 52811. Looking for a great rate on a new loan? From automobile to home equity loans, Urco Community Federal Credit Union has what you're looking for. Contact our loan officers, Shannon McClellan or Michael Bullis, to discuss financing options. Visit urcocu.org to learn more. Approval subject to credit underwriting. Terms subject to change. Certain restrictions may apply. This is not a commitment to lend. Equal housing opportunity lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
It's senior night here in Phillipsburg as we get set to bear witness to another exciting boys hoops matchup as the 7-8 Hunterdon Central Red Devils get set to take on the 2-11 Phillipsburg Stateliners up here in northwest New Jersey. Hi again, everybody. I'm Jack Barber, getting set once again to call some Tuesday night basketball here on the Garden State Athletic Network. Both of these sub-500 teams are coming off of wins this past weekend after long losing streaks. Phillipsburg, in particular, finally ended a 7-game skid after defeating Hunterdon Central's neighbors to the north, taking down the North Hunterdon Lions on Friday. Dominic Bracco put in another commendable performance in the game, racking up 20 points and 2 blocks in the 63-45 bounce-back victory. He currently leads the team in points per game with 14.6. Look out for him tonight. On the other end, the Red Devils ended a 4-game losing streak by way of a 56-53 close win over Robbinsville. To be honest, a majority of Hunterdon Central's season has been a roller coaster, the likes of which you might find at Six Flags, as the Red Devils have had 2 separate losing streaks of 3 or more games, but still sit at 7-8, thanks in no small part to a 4-game winning streak after an 0-3 start. And we apologize if that's a lot to take in, despite the season only being 15 games young. Hunterdon likes to spread the ball around offensively, but if there's one player to keep an eye on the away bench, it's got to be the junior Gavin Baden. Baden currently leads his squad in points and steals per game, including a spectacular 21-point outing in the aforementioned Robbinsville dub on Saturday. We're going to get set for action here in just a few minutes after the playing of our national anthem here in Phillipsburg, as both the Liners and the Devils look to secure back-to-back wins here on the Garden State Athletic Network. And like we said earlier tonight, seniors got their flowers after the initial 15-minute warm-up period. So we want to give a quick shout-out now to those seniors, that being Jasnor Singh, Shamari Lavasia, Evan Haid. Actually, that's about it. Just those three gentlemen, as this has actually been a very young team for Phillipsburg this season. Bit of a transitional year, but I'll tell you something. This team, upon doing the research for this game and seeing that win over North Hunterdon, they put up the most points that they have all season long with a cool 63. It's been a bit of a struggle so far this year, but they play gritty despite the 11 Ls. So we should expect to see a pretty good matchup tonight as they go up against an opponent of pretty equal caliber. But that's why we play the 32 minutes. And now we're going to go radio silent for a little bit as we're about to hear the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thomas Fisher Court at the Phillipsburg High School Gymnasium for tonight's basketball action between the visiting Red Devils of Hunterdon Central High School and your Phillipsburg Stateliners. Before I introduce tonight's starting lineups, would you all please rise if you're able.
Ava Fiore, they got no shortage of talented singers here in Phillipsburg. And with state-of-the-art facilities like this, it's hard to understand why there wouldn't be. As we get the opening lineup set up.
Number 12, Owen Landy. Also at guard, and now starting five for your Stateliners.
Well, isn't this just what you want to see after a weekend of shoveling and 13-degree weather? I know it is for me, at least. And it probably is here for everybody out here in Phillipsburg tonight as we get set to run the opening quarter of what should be a very interesting contest. As previously just stated, the Stateliners are running out there with Shamari Lavasia, Christian Martin. We also got Jasnor Singh, Dominic Bracco, and Evan Haid. On the Devils side, they're running out there tonight with Finn Glennon, Gavin Baden, Owen Landy, Wesley Wolf, and Sam DeRogatis. And off we go here in Phillipsburg. Christian Martin getting the tip. Going to take it up the court. thinking about the opening moves here as we get set for 32 minutes of action. Gives it off to Bracco, who gets it to Singh, trying to maybe post up on Wesley Wolf down there in the paint, but it was a no-go. Gets it off to Evan Hade, and they're going to call a foul on Samuel De Regatas. That's going to be his first personal and the first team foul. Evan Hade, usually referred to by Coach Todd Sigafus as the sixth man of this team. They call him a smooth operator. Let's see how smooth he is at the free throw line. A little rough there. 0 for 1 so far tonight. See if they can get him on the board with 1 point. And Hade sinks the second. As the Devils will be looking to get their first offensive possession of the night. And it's going to be taken up by Owen Landy. Landy looking for a lane to go with it. Finds Samuel De Regatas. De Regatas back out to Wolf. Wolf down to Finn Glennon. And Glennon, we got a turnover. And that's going to be Stateliner basketball. Christian Martin calling Bracco to come back to inbound the ball for him. Making plays. Gets it off to Dominic Bracco, QB1. Bracco off to Singh. Singh with a high floating shot. No good. Lavasia trying to get the rebound. Just shoving Gavin Baden out of the way. Gavin Baden, he's second on the Red Devils in rebounds per game at 4.1. As Landy's going to take it up once again. Landy, the junior, looking for lanes, looking for openings. Finds one in the form of Gavin Baden. Baden, near turnover there, and it will be, as it is still a 1-0 game a minute into this contest. Evan Hade giving it out to Martin. Martin bringing it up the floor. Guarded tightly there by Landy, but finds Bracco. Bracco was kind of looking like he was posting up there on the perimeter, but he gets it back at the top of the key, looking for places. Finds Evan Hade. Hade back to Martin. Playing a little bit of hot potato right now on the edge of the perimeter there on the top of your screen. Christian Martin. Bounce pass back to Bracco. They are really looking for places to go in the paint, and maybe that's why they can't find one right there. But Lavasia finding a lane, gets rebounded by Christian Martin, and up and down. No, they're going to call it out of bounds. Jump ball on Hunterdon Central. Christian Martin looking for somewhere to pass it out to. Finds Singh on his senior night. Gets it out to another senior, Lavasia. Lavasia passing it off to Martin at the top of the key. Bracco getting guarded there by Glennon, but Martin, ball back in his hands. Singh getting double teamed. Back to Martin. Got to look for that open man. Bracco finally somewhere in the paint. Shoots it over Wesley Wolf in an impressive post-up move by Dominic Bracco, QB1. As Owen Landy trying to put the first points on the board tonight for the Red Devils more than 2 minutes into the game. And after finding Finn Glennon, he sinks it in and immediately ties it up. And now Glennon calling out plays on defense there. Saying hoop. Can only imagine what that means. Probably don't go to it if you're trying to talk about guarding Phillipsburg. Lavasia with the offensive rebound. Gets it off to Martin, who goes for three. No good by Martin. Rebounded by Landy, who's going to take it up. Landy finds Glennon. Finn Glennon getting guarded tightly by Christian Martin there. Landy going low with it. And it gets rejected in the paint. Martin looking for a lane to go here. Singh fumbles the initial dribble there. Going for three. Jasnor Singh, and it's good! A high-floating three-pointer for the senior, Jasnor Singh, on a beautiful arc floater, and that's going to force a timeout by Hunterdon Central. I've never been so hyped by a three-pointer 3 minutes into a contest. Excellent shot there by Jasnor Singh on what is a special night for him. Shamari Lavasia and Evan Hade. It's going to be a 30-second timeout as we're going over some strategy here. And I would like to alert my technical director here, that the camera seems to be sinking down into the crowd now. For those of you who are seeing that on your screen. There we go. And we're back to it. Things been giving us issues all night, but nothing that we can't work around. Owen Landi taking the ball up for the Red Devils. Guarded tightly there by Christian Martin. Looking to call out some plays. Gets it out to Gavin Baden. Back to Landi. Landi still guarded by Martin, who has been playing very aggressive man defense tonight. And they get a turnover there, and this building explodes as Lavasia is going to take the ball up. The big man passing it back to Christian Martin. Lucky they didn't get called for half court there. And David Pasowitz is actually subbed into the game. Lavasia gets the rebound and the bucket as the Stateliners take an 8-3 lead. Landi really starting to feel a little bit of early desperation now. This is a good basketball team. They don't want to be embarrassed on the road. As they find Gavin Baden again, the team's leading scorer. Might have gotten away with the travel there. He misses it, but it does get rebounded and put in by Wesley Wolf, the junior, and the big man. He is a big man, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe you can't see it on screen, but from my point of view, that kid is a tank in the paint. Christian Martin at the top of the key looking for places to go with it. Finds Pasowitz. Ends up going out to Bracco on the wing, and he can't hit it for three, but Pasowitz gets the rebound. Good rebound there. Finds Christian Martin on the top of the key. Martin tried going up with it, getting absolutely plastered by Wesley Wolf. The Wolf was on the hunt right there. Landi for three. No good. A little off balance there when he shot it. Didn't get his feet set. And Bracco's going to bring it back up. Dominic Bracco giving it off to Martin, who's going to be calling the shots. And Evan Haid couldn't secure it. Didn't look like he was ready for it. And Caleb Clymer is going to sub in for the senior Evan Haid. So a freshman going to sub in for a senior here. Caleb Clymer, a very talented JV prospect for the Liners. Probably going to have a long and prosperous career here with the varsity squad. Gavin Baden looking for places to go with it. Handed it off to Harmon De La Cruz, who subs in for the first time tonight. And Baden couldn't get his first bucket of the evening on a three-point attempt there. That's going to be Vasquez's first team foul, or first personal foul, second team foul. Martin bringing it up again. Gives it off to Lavasia. Oh, they are getting real lucky with these half-court attempts here. They are passing it just in the nick of time to get it over. As Bracco probably could have driven in there. Didn't have to wait to post up, but he gets the bucket anyway on the close shot. That's a high five there from his teammate David Pasowitz. And that is Nicholas Vasquez at the top of the key, who was the recipient of the ball once again. He's trying to get around Christian Martin, but couldn't. And Baden trying to go up with it there, not going to call the foul, and that is going to be Phillipsburg ball as they're off to a hot start, all things considered. We got just a little over 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter as Martin looks for somewhere to go with it. Finds Bracco. He's going to pass it back to Martin. Man, Martin is just getting the ball out too quick as Pasowitz certainly wasn't ready for it as he gets the bounce pass back out to Martin. Martin to Bracco. To Lavasia, back to Martin. Martin, no good. Had a good shot at it, just couldn't sink the bucket. And Samuel De Regatas trying to get the ball out. He was covered tightly. And Vasquez is going to find no relief there with Bracco underneath. And they are playing very good man-to-man defense, are the Stateliners right now, as Pasowitz is guarding Gavin Baden. Baden trying to do a spin move. They're going to call a foul on David Pasowitz. It's going to be a shooting foul. And Baden's going to go to the line. Gavin Baden leads the Hunterdon Central Red Devils with 13.6 points per game. Second on the team in rebounds at 4.1. He's also in the top 3 in assists. So if you want to single out any stars on this squad, Look no further than Baden. He does it all. And Baden going to sink them both. And we're going to see a substitution here as Baden's going to come out for Brady Bill, the senior. Martin now looking for options. Finds Bracco, but he is covered as soon as he gets a pass to him. Almost getting doubled there, but number 2, Finn Glennon, backed off. Either way, Bracco's still passing it out, but he's back in the post now. Bracco, odd size for a sophomore. Maybe should have driven in there. Instead, Martin with a nice tip and steal. Bracco and 1 coming your way. Martin to Bracco, a combination we've been seeing all night and all season. And that's going to be on Stephen Hyman De La Cruz. That's going to be a mouthful for me to say tonight, I'll be honest with you. Cool name. I'll give him that much. But that's going to be his first personal foul. 3rd team foul on the Red Devils as Bracco comes up short on his free throw attempt following his close shot bucket. But Martin, oh, you couldn't ask for much better if you're going to miss a free throw as Christian Martin. Oh, and everything is going the Stateliners' way right now, and nothing is going in the way of the Red Devils. As Pasewicz is going to inbound the ball out to Christian Martin. Martin exploring his options. Found Bracco, gets it out to Pasewicz. Pasewicz trying to post up deep. Can't do it. Rebounded by Finn Glennon. Glennon driving it quickly down the lane there. Passes it off to Vasquez. Vasquez back at the top of the key. Calling out plays. Dominic Bracco's there to guard him if need be. We'll see. Probably not. Gets it back to De La Cruz, who can't make it. Bracco gets the rebound. Back to Caleb Clymer, the freshman. Gets doubled, and they don't call a foul. Bit of an oddity there. He looked like he got clobbered underneath. Oh. And no good by Kieran Livingston on the last second heave as we go into the second quarter with the Stateliners leading 14-7. Excellent first half by Phillipsburg. Looking for a great rate on a new loan from automobile to home equity loans, Urco Community Federal Credit Union has what you're looking for. Contact our loan officers, Shannon Simonetta or Michael Boulos, to discuss financing options. Visit urcocu.org to learn more. Approval subject to credit, underwriting approval. Terms subject to change. Certain restrictions may apply. This is not a commitment to lend. Equal housing opportunity lender, federally insured by NCUA. Today's broadcast is presented by GMAC Pizza Wings and More, right on Memorial Parkway. Made with the same passion for 3 generations and voted the best pizza in Phillipsburg. Call them at 908-768-3500 or order online at gmacpizzawings.com. We can't wait to serve you. Today's broadcast is also presented by New York Life Insurance agent Ed Kovacs Jr., based in Lopatcong, New Jersey. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or visit www.newyorklife.com/agent/EJ Kovac or call 908-358-9726. And we're getting ready to bring you second quarter action here in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, as the Stateliners, as previously mentioned, hold a 14-7 lead over the, you got to almost say favored here, Hunterdon Central Red Devils. As we got the starting lineups essentially back on the floor for both squads. Oh, and we got an air ball by Gavin Baden, and he's going to hear it from the home crowd. And Evan Haid, the smooth operator, going to inbound to Christian Martin. Martin now looking to extend what is already a decently sizable lead for 8 minutes of play here. Christian Martin with the ball in his hands. Bracco to Lavasia. Oh, tried getting it out to Christian Martin. A little too deep of a pass. And it's no good. Owen Landai attempted to just graze it in off of a fast break layup attempt, and he couldn't do it. Martin bringing the ball up. Oh, but Landai's going to try to give himself another shot at it. Maybe we call a jump ball here. And they're going to have the ball stay. No, not stay. They're going to give it to the Stateliners here. As Martin hands it off to Bracco. Bracco gives it back to Martin. Hands it back off. And it ends up back in Bracco's hands again after a pass to Evan Haid in the middle. Martin going for three. No good. Caleb Clymer gets the rebound. The freshman gets the rebound, but what are they going to say? That's going to be a foul on Gavin Baden, his first foul, and the team's first foul of the quarter. Martin trying to find somebody open here. He finds Evan Haid, who goes up for a quick shot, quickly gets rejected, and finds itself back in the hands of Wesley Wolf. Baden looked like he almost wanted to dunk it there if it wasn't contested, but he gets the roll-in layup, and that's going to make it a 14-9 game. Martin off the pass from Lavasia at midcourt. Gets it off to Evan Haid. Haid to Bracco, who's getting almost triple-teamed here, finds Haid on the outside. And now two of those Stateliners defenders find him, or Red Devils defenders, excuse me. Bracco goes up with it, secures his own rebound after the miss, goes up with it a second time, and gets fouled. Bit of a half smile there on the face of Dominic Bracco. He'll be happy to go to the line. The Stateliners hold a 14-9 lead with 6:19 left in the second. Bracco, I don't have the exact numbers tonight, but you got to imagine that Bracco's the leading scorer for the Stateliners so far. As Tamir Moore is going to check in for Christian Martin, who's been in basically the entirety of this game thus far. Already played almost 10 minutes, about 9 minutes and 41 seconds if my math is correct. Landai calling out places to go. Having his players run some routes. Gets it off. No good. Shot attempt by Kieran Livingston. Didn't go in from the perimeter. Lavasia looking for somewhere to go with it. Thought he found Clymer. And they're going to call a charge on Lavasia. And Livingston is going to sub out. And Finn Glennon's going to come back in the game. Finn Glennon already played a majority of this contest so far tonight. Landai. Looking for somewhere to go. Can't find anywhere thus far. Finds Wesley Wolf. I don't know if that was intended to go out to Glennon, but it does. And Landai going for three from the perimeter, and he can't secure it. But Lavasia secures the rebound. Gets it off to Moore. Back to Bracco. Bracco can't find anywhere except for Evan Haid on the perimeter. Maybe not where he initially wanted to go, but Tamir Moore now looking for options. Finds Bracco again. Haid to Lavasia. A lot of good passing going on by the Stateliners right now as Bracco can't get the close shot. Might have been looking for a foul. And he's down. We got a 4-on-5 situation. Landai for three, and it's good. 16-12. Off of Owen Landai. I believe those might have been his first points of the night, at the very least his first field goal. Tamir Moore passing it off to Haid. Haid to Clymer. Good floater. That might be a signature move of Caleb Clymer going forward, because I'll tell you what, that floater hits like butter sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. As Gavin Baden gets two, and now we got ourselves a real interesting contest going on here. 18-14 Stateliners. 4:40 left in the contest. Bracco to Lavasia, trying to post up on Wesley Wolf. Not an easy task. Gets it out to Tamir Moore. Can't hit a contested three-pointer. Rebounded by Brady Bill. And Bill gets it out to Wesley Wolf, who finds Landai. Landai to Baden. Oh, almost stolen by Clymer, but Landai, oh, no good. Couldn't get his feet set there. Might have been a two-pointer anyway. Might have been looking for three, but it probably wouldn't have been the case. And Tamir Moore slowing the pace down a little bit. Calling plays. Gets it to Bracco. Bracco out to Haid. Finds Moore again. Moore looking around on the right side of the court from his perspective. Finds Clymer. Clymer out to Haid. Haid back to Moore. Back to Bracco. Down to Lavasia, who tries posting up on Wesley Wolf. And he can't do it. Wolf might just be too hard of a task to bear with tonight, as he is a big, big man, previously mentioned. A real tank out there. They might have to find other ways to score. The Stateliners will have to. As Christian Martin is going to sub in for Evan Haid, as Haid takes a seat on senior night.
And Vasquez check back in for the Red Devils.
Kieran Livingston looking to check the ball in here. Oh, and finds a wide open Samuel DeRogatis. Just lost his defender, and now Moore is wondering what happened there. I'm wondering too. Seemed like they were running with him. That was almost a matrix glitch right there. I guess his defender expected him to keep going, but he just stopped under the paint and got the bucket. Bracco looking to respond, and he can't. That's going to be rebounded by Finn Glennon. And they're going to call a foul on Christian Martin. That's going to be his first personal foul and the second on the team. As Glennon is going to inbound here to Nicholas Vasquez. Well, we got us a real interesting game here in the Delaware Valley. As it's 18-16 with 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. As Vasquez looks for places to go with it for the Red Devils. Coming all the way up from Flemington to play in this contest tonight. Kieran Livingston back to Vasquez, who looks for a lane, finds Wesley Wolf, who decided not to post up. Clymer! What are we calling here? They're going to call a foul on Samuel DeRogatis. That's going to be his first. And the third team foul for the Red Devils here. With a little under 3 minutes left as Haid quickly checks back in. Barely enough time to take a sip of water. As Caleb Clymer is going to take a seat. Pasowitz inbounding here to Tamir Moore. And Moore gets it to Martin. The general. Gets it back to the general, Christian Martin. Martin looking around. Didn't take any dribbles there. Found Lavasia, but it ends up back in his hands. As Martin seems to be playing middleman here as they can't find anywhere to go. They're trying to get it somewhere below the perimeter, but Wesley Wolf is just such a domineering force down there. You don't even want to send a guy into the paint, but they try it anyway, and it didn't work as Evan Haid coughs the ball up. Gives it off to DeRogatis, who finds Vasquez, who's going to drive it up, guarded tightly by Christian Martin. And Wesley Wolf just setting an absolute plaster wall of a screen on Martin. And Kieran Livingston looking for somewhere to go with it. What are they going to call? As DeRogatis went up with it. That's going to be Pacewitz's first foul. And the third for the Stateliners here, as each team has 3 team fouls in the second quarter. That's going to be 2 shots. Second team foul there for the Stateliners there, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. As DeRogatis. It was Pacewitz's second personal foul.
Correction, second foul on Pacewitz.
We're all figuring it out here together, ladies and gentlemen. Question of the day, how many fouls does Pacewitz have? Final answer, 2. DeRogatis missing both of his free throws with the help of the Phillipsburg crowd. As Moore is guarded tightly by Owen Landai. Martin looking to rifle it into Haid. And under double coverage, that was an ill-advised pass. As Landai, looking for anywhere to go, finds the brick wall that is Christian Martin and Dominic Bracco, but Baden doesn't fear Bracco, but still can't get the bucket in after it's highly contested by QB1. Martin finds Tamir Moore, the 2 guards, looking to formulate a plan here as they give it off to one of the forwards, Bracco. The tall sophomore here. Christian Martin finds Moore again. Just keep on playing a game of hot potato between these 3. Lavasia and Haid simply cannot get open in the paint with a lot of domineering forces down there. Moore went for 3, airs it. Haid gets the rebound, however, finds Martin, who has trouble handling the pass off to him. And they're going to call a foul on Finn Glennon. It's going to be his first. And the 4th team foul for the Red Devils as we got 52 seconds left to go here until the half. 18-16 game, highly defensive. Tamir Moore gets it off to Bracco. Lavasia looking to post up, and it's good. 20 points now for the Phillipsburg Stateliners as they increase their advantage by 4, doubling it. Landai trying to make a statement right before the end of the half, and that's going to be pretty tough there. Oh, they're going to call that. Oh, and he's arguing with the official. Although, I'm sorry, Dom. It was pretty obvious. Coach Sigafus is arguing his case as well. Regardless of the words, Kieran Livingston is still going to inbound here, and he does to Owen Landai behind half court. As he continues to duel with Christian Martin at the top of the key. Landai looking for anywhere to go with it, decides to drive down, but passes off to Finn Glennon, who can hit the three. Back to Landai, goes around Martin, going for a floater. No good. And they're going to call a push on Gavin Baden. Baden is arguing with the official as well. And he's not going to win that argument as Evan Hade's going to go to the line, the smooth operator. As Phillipsburg enters the bonus with 14 seconds to go. Hade sinks the first. Phillipsburg has a 5-point lead. Well, they're not on pace to hit a season high in points in a game, but they're doing enough defensively and offensively to maintain not a sizable lead per se, but a very good lead going into the half. Hade sinks the second. Sees 3 for 4 on his free throws tonight. Landai looking for one last desperate attempt to make this a close game going into halftime. Hade guarded tightly by Moore. Moore's not going to let him get it that easily. Oh, and a contested make by Kieran Livingston. And that's going to take us to the end of the first half. And you can see right there, that was excellent waiting and timing by Landai to find Livingston with that corner three. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes at the half as the Phillipsburg Stateliners hold a 22-19 lead over the Hunterdon Central Red Devils here on the Garden State Athletic Network. Looking for a great rate on a new loan? From automobile to home equity loans, Urco Community Federal Credit Union has what you're looking for. Contact our loan officers Shannon Simonetta or Michael Boulos to discuss financing options. Visit urcocu.org to learn more. Approval subject to credit, underwriting approval. Terms subject to change. Certain restrictions may apply. This is not a commitment to lend. Equal housing opportunity lender, federally insured by NCUA. Today's broadcast is presented by GMAC Pizza Wings and More right on Memorial Parkway. Made with the same passion for 3 generations and voted the best pizza in Phillipsburg. Call them at 908-768-3500 or order online at gmacpizzawings.com. We can't wait to serve you. Today's broadcast is presented by New York Life Insurance agent Ed Kovacs Jr. based in Lopatcong, New Jersey. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or visit www.newyorklife.com/agent/EJ Kovac or call 908-358-9726. And we'll be right back after this short break. We're back on the Garden State Athletic Network, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jack Barber. We got about 2 minutes to go until the third quarter starts, as we're going to check out some highlights from the first half here, including Owen Landai sinking a three. Little bit into the second quarter there. And we got Samir Moore, who had a significant role in the second quarter, giving it off to Caleb Clymer, who had a nice floater for his only points of the night. Owen Landai. A little hard to tell what was going on there, but obviously it ended with a Gavin Baden contested layup. And then, yeah, you'll see right there, absolutely nobody bothered to guard Samuel DeRogatis. We were talking about that a little bit earlier on, and we don't understand what they were thinking defensively for the Liners, but obviously they still go in with a 22-19 lead. That was just a bit of an oddity of a play, though, as we look through the rest of these highlights. And we are just about set to get them off of the court for the warm-up session to conclude as Todd Sigafus calls his troops back into the barracks as the buzzer goes off. And, ladies and gentlemen, give me 1 second here. Looking for a great rate on a new loan? From automobile to home equity loans, Urco Community Federal Credit Union has what you're looking for. Contact our loan officers, Shannon Simonetta or Michael Boulos, to discuss financing options. Visit urcocu.org to learn more. Approval subject to credit, underwriting approval, terms subject to change. Certain restrictions may apply. This is not a commitment to lend. Equal housing opportunity lender. Federally insured by NCUA. Today's broadcast is presented by GMAC Pizza Wings and More right on Memorial Parkway, made with the same passion for 3 generations and voted the best pizza in Phillipsburg. Call them at 908-768-3500 or order online at gmacpizzawings.com. We can't wait to serve you. Today's broadcast is also presented by New York Life Insurance agent Ed Kovacs Jr., based in Lopatcong, New Jersey. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or visit www.newyorklife.com/agent/EJ Kovac or call 908-358-9726. And we're back to the live action here as the Red Devils will take possession to start the second half. And they're passing it off. DeRogatis passes it off to Owen Landai, the field general for the Red Devils there in the first half. And a bit of a tip out by Christian Martin is going to halt play a little bit, but Kieran Livingston is going to look to inbound. Nope, never mind. It's going to be Finn Glennon. And Glennon going to take a look around, finding Landai deep on half court. Ends up getting it to Wesley Wolf as Livingston passes it back. No good by Finn Glennon. Rebounded by Evan Haid, and Haid going to give it off to Lavasia. And Sham is going to give it back to Christian Martin, field general for the Liners in the first half. Gets it off to Pesowitz. Lavasia, no good. What are they going to call? They're going to call a shooting foul there. And that's going to be on Wesley Wolf, his first team foul. And that might surprise you, ladies and gentlemen, as he does look like a very physical specimen underneath. However, it's been hard getting anything in the paint tonight as Lavasia hits his first free throw of the night. It's been hard getting anything done in the paint if you're the Stateliners because of the size that he presents. They've been passing a lot on the perimeter, looking for mid-range shots, three-point shots. They have found things inside, especially on post-up moves by Dominic Bracco, but it's usually in instances where Wesley Wolf is either fooled or just isn't on the floor. It's been tough going there tonight. As Landai was looking for a place to go somewhere to maybe infiltrate the Stateliners paint area. He can't. However, passed it off there to DeRogatis, who can hit it. Lavasia gets it off to Pesowitz. Gives it back to Martin. Gives it back to Pesowitz. To Dominic Bracco, QB1, who had an excellent first half. But we get a turnover on the part of the Liners. And Landai couldn't finish the fast break. Lavasia wide open down low. What's he going to do? Sham Lavasia on senior night. Slamming it down for the Liners. Oh, and an excellent response there by Kieran Livingston as we've got a 4-point game. 26-22. Liners lead. Martin thinking about it for a second. Pasowitz trying to drive underneath. Gets it out to Haight on the perimeter where he's been all night. Martin back to Pasowitz. Oh, there goes Martin. No good. Lavasia trying to use that high athleticism there for a big man, and he does successfully. Evan Haight trying to go in on Wesley Wolf and just get stuffed. And that was a smart move by Finn Glennon there to hit it off of the leg of Evan Haight. Haight's been having a rough night if you want to talk about offense. He has been able to get to the line twice tonight, going 3 for 4, but that's about it as far as the stat line for the senior Evan Haight on senior night. Hopefully it improves for him. Landai. Sigafu screaming at his squad to figure it out. Oh, number 24. Kieran Livingston, another three-pointer. And now the situation's getting a little more pressure-filled as the Liners only hold on to a 1-point lead as Lavasia looks for somewhere to go on the perimeter, finds David Pasowitz, but ends up back in the hands of Lavasia after a middleman pass to Martin. Pasowitz back to Martin. They got to find something that isn't just on the perimeter. Lavasia on the outside. And I tell you guys, Lavasia, when he's on the perimeter like that, though, I know that they're trying to pass the ball around, but he's got to drive in. But Bracco, nice mid-range shot that almost looked like a close ranger the way that he shot it. Basically one-handed there, but it goes in for Bracco, who now has 10 points tonight with 4.5 left to go in the third. Landai steps back for three. No good off the rim. Haight gets it back to Martin. Martin to Pasowitz. Back to Martin again. Gets it down low to Lavasia. Lavasia really needs to try to start posting up down there. But Pasowitz on the outside. Bounce pass to Martin. It's getting covered tightly by Wesley Wolf. Back to Pasowitz. No good. Rebounded by Wolf. And it ends up back in the hands of Kieran Livingston. And back to Landai. Back to Livingston again, who's getting doubled. They know how dangerous he is on the perimeter now as Wolf just getting an absolute shot in on Lavasia, just bullying him in the paint right there. But that's the risk that you run when Wesley Wolf's on the court, I guess. Pasowitz. Out to Martin, who goes for three. Something on the perimeter to go, maybe. No. It's a 1-point game, 28-27. As Glennon eventually gets it in the hands of Landai. And that's going to be a lead regained for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils as they deep into the third quarter, 3:25 left, with a 30-28 lead over Phillipsburg on that nice three by Owen Landai. As P-Berg calls a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back in about 20 here. It has been such a nice back-and-forth game that for the most part, the Stateliners have dominated offensively and defensively. And I do mean defensively, especially in that first half, because it was a low-scoring game going into the second half. But so far in the third quarter, we've seen an offensive explosion from both of these squads, particularly from the Red Devils. And they'll look to continue it here as the Liners look to force the upset. And let's see just how much resolve they have to make that dream a reality, as Martin was thinking about where to go with it, was looking at Caleb Clymer for a second, and he gets it out to him. Clymer gets it out on the perimeter to Lavasia, who takes a few dribbles, but is he going to try going into the paint? No, he is not. Gets it out to Clymer, who gets it back to Martin, who gets it out to Bracco. Bracco going in deep, though, and no good. Good shot attempt, just couldn't get it in off the rim. He rebounds his own miss, tries going up with it, can't get it, but he'll get a shooting foul called on Wesley Wolf, who looks a little bewildered as he shakes his head there, but come on, pal. You know what you did. As Bracco is going to shoot for hopefully his 11th and 12th points tonight. He's 2 for 2 from the line. The first one's good. That's 11 now for Bracco. Bracco previously mentioned this on other broadcasts, but he's also the starting quarterback for the Stateliners football team. Finished the year 10-3, went into either the second or the third round if my research does me justice. in probably the conference tournament, if I'm not mistaken there. Either way, a very good, smart football player, even though they're more of a triple option offense, but still had good stats. And for those who don't know, that means that the quarterback isn't heavily involved in the passing game. Back to basketball anyway, as Glennon tried shooting a three, got rocked by Bracco on a rejection, but recovered his own shot, and they ended up fighting over it there. And we're going to see a timeout by Hunterdon Central as they have a 1-point lead with 2.5 left in the third. Looking for a great rate on a new loan from automobile to home equity loans, Urco Community Federal Credit Union has what you're looking for. Contact our loan officers Shannon Simonetta or Michael Boulos to discuss financing options. Visit urcocu.org to learn more. Approval subject to credit, underwriting approvals, terms subject to change. Certain restrictions may apply. This is not a commitment to lend. Equal housing opportunity lender, federally insured by NCUA. Today's broadcast is presented by GMAC Pizza Wings and More, right on Memorial Parkway, made with the same passion for 3 generations and voted the best pizza in Phillipsburg. Call them at 908-768-3500 or order online at gmacpizzawings.com. We can't wait to serve you. Today's broadcast is also presented by New York Life Insurance agents Ed Kovacs Jr., based in Lopakon, New Jersey. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or visit www.newyorklife.com/agent/EJ Kovac or call 908-358-9726. And we're just about ready to get set with 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter here. We're going to see an inbound by Nicholas Vasquez for the Red Devils as they hold a 1-point lead in a 30-29 contest, and just porous defense underneath for the Liners as Brady Bill, it's fun to say, Brady Bill is going to get the 2 there and make it a 32-29 lead for the Red Devils. Bracco finds Clymer, no good. And Haid gets the rebound, but he also can't secure anything there as far as points go. Martin gets shoved over by Vasquez. Might have been looking for a foul there on the Phillipsburg sideline, but Vasquez is going to take it down the court, find Glennon, and Glennon is going to locate Vasquez. Vasquez currently has the ball. Christian Martin was going for a block, couldn't get it, and Finn Glennon is going to hit the 3 as the Red Devils, I believe, take their biggest lead of the night. 6 points in favor of Hunterdon Central. Martin giving it to Clymer. They're looking to come up with a plan of attack to get back in this game. As Clymer on the perimeter. They're going to call a foul on Finn Glennon. That's going to be his second personal foul. As Kieran Livingston is going to sub out, and Owen Landy, the starting point guard, is going to come back in. Landy. It's subjective, right, guys? Clymer for 3 maybe, and he hits it, the freshman. Caleb Clymer making this a 3-point game, cutting the deficit near in half, or absolutely in half. Landy underneath, trying to go up with it, can't find anything as they play a game of hot potato, but Landy for 3, couldn't hit it. It's become a 3-point barrage here in the second half for both teams. Martin looking for lanes, looking for options, guarded by Landy. Clymer, that was his first option there, and he gets it out to him. And Bracco, he's been trying to go for that floater shot all night. Lavasia gets it underneath, and that's going to be an N1. Sham Lavasia, the senior from the Virgin Islands, is having a hell of a night tonight on the boards. And Wesley Wolf is going to sub out for the Red Devils as Lavasia looks to tie the game with 42 seconds left in the third. And he can't. Nicholas Vasquez going to take the ball up the court now. Christian Martin looking to get the steal there. Couldn't secure it. Doesn't matter, though. Vasquez could not get it as Lavasia looks to bring the ball up. They kind of sacrificed a fast break opportunity there so the Lavasia could give the ball back to Martin. Clymer, though, would have been a tough contest, but maybe should have taken a shot there. Bracco, though, now has possession after an interim pass there to Martin, who he gets it back to. And Martin's getting guarded pretty tightly by Vasquez, who finds Clymer underneath. Clymer, no good. Just bounced off of the rim teasingly there. And that's how we're going to end the third quarter. We got a photo finish underway here, ladies and gentlemen, as it's a 35-34 lead for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils over the Phillipsburg Stateliners, and we are looking at an excellent finish here at the Phillipsburg High School Gymnasium. Looking for a great rate on a new loan from automobile to home equity loans? Urco Community Federal Credit Union has what you're looking for. Contact our loan officers, Shannon Simonetta or Michael Boulos, to discuss financing options. Visit urcocu.org to learn more. Approval subject to credit, underwriting approval. Terms subject to change. Certain restrictions may apply. This is not a commitment to lend. Equal housing opportunity lender. Federally insured by NCUA. Today's broadcast is presented by GMAC Pizza Wings and More, run on Memorial Parkway. Made with the same passion for 3 generations and voted the best pizza in Phillipsburg. Call them at 908-768-3500 or order online at gmacpizzawings.com. We can't wait to serve you. Today's broadcast is also presented by New York Life Insurance agent Ed Kovacs Jr., based in Lopatcong, New Jersey. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or visit www.newyorklife.com/agent/EJ Kovac or call 908-358-9726. And ladies and gentlemen, these two teams battle-tested. A lot of battles lost so far this year. You could call it traditional or transitional seasons for both of them. It's a one-point contest as both of them are looking to go on winning streaks, both coming off victories this past weekend before the snowstorm, as we're going to see a miss there by Finn Glennon to open the quarter. Lavassier gets the rebound, gets it to Martin. Phillipsburg has been through a real struggle this season at 2-11, as Evan Haid gets a miss, but secured by Lavassier, who gives the Liners the lead. A lot of lead changes in this game so far. But their two victories have been very big. And I'll tell you why. The one victory that they had earlier in the season, pre-January 1st, was against Easton. Obviously, huge to win against your biggest rival in that cross-state line rivalry. And the second one, in general, against North Hunterdon on, I believe it was either Friday or Saturday. I know one of these teams played on Friday and the other on Saturday, but they put out their highest point-scoring total of the season with 63, and that'll definitely help you build momentum as you go up against another Hunterdon foe. Oh, no good by Bracco there. Lavassier tried to secure the rebound, but he couldn't. Slipped right through his hands, as it's going to be kind of a fast break situation as Baden, we haven't seen him much at all in the first half, or to start the second half, excuse me. Been saving him for the fourth to be fully healthy for it. But the Red Devils made it a close game in spite of that fact, and now Baden's going to go to the line. Baden tonight has 6 points. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And he's looking to give the Red Devils a tie at the least and a lead at the most. And Gavin Baden sinks his first, ties the game at 36. As Nicholas Vasquez is going to sub out for Wesley Wolf, and you got to imagine that he'll be in the game for the remainder of the contest. Baden hits his second and gives the Red Devils the lead. Now, I'm not a betting man, thank God. But if I was, I'd probably tell you that we're going to see a lot of lead changes over the next 6.5 minutes or so. And there's one right there by Evan Haid, the senior. And Owen Landy going to take the ball up the court, down by 1. Gets it off to Gavin Baden, this team's leading scorer of the season so far. Landy looking for somewhere to go. Can't. And a turnover by Dominic Bracco. It's Christian Martin looking to hit, not a dagger per se, but at least another wound in the Red Devils' armor here. Make it a 2-possession game. Martin maybe had a 3-point opportunity there. So did Clymer, perhaps. Now they don't. Martin getting it out to Clymer at the top of the key. Faked a shot. Gives it off to Bracco. Gives it to Haid. But Haid recovers his own rebound off the miss. And what are we going to see here? That's going to be a foul on Samuel DeRogatis. That's going to be his second personal foul. First team foul of the quarter. And Martin looking for somewhere to inbound. Thought he might add Bracco for a sec. Finds Clymer at the top of the perimeter there. And Bracco for three. No good. Clymer rebounds it, gets it in. A clutch performance by the freshman tonight. Couple floaters, couple of second chance points. He's got a huge career here, ladies and gentlemen. I do not doubt it. He will be a leader on this team someday. Right now, just trying to play good defense on Gavin Baden. And he did, but went in on the contested shot regardless. 5 minutes left to go, 40-39. Stateliners have the lead. Christian Martin guarded by Owen Landy, who transitions his defense, over to Caleb Clymer. That was a little odd. I don't know how many of our viewers watched the Bills and Broncos game 2 weeks ago, but that looked a lot like that interception or reception if you're controversial right there. And speaking of controversial, that will be a turnover just like that play was, as was this one. Owen Landy now gets it off to Kieran Livingston. Finds Landy again. Guarded by Martin. The 2-point guards dueling it out. Spin move by Landy. No good on the mid-range shot off of a very nice spin move. The $1 million move with a 10-cent finish. Christian Martin guarded by Landy here. Bracco to Lavasia. Lavasia looking for somewhere to go. Stop dribbling. I don't know how wise that might have been. Probably could have driven in there on Finn Glenn. And definitely has a athletic and physical advantage on him. Martin. Bracco. Clymer. Good. They got to give this kid more minutes. Caleb Clymer really showing that the future is bright here in Peaburg. Little crossover attempt there by Owen Landy. Oh, nice over-the-head pass by Wesley Wolf. Oh, but he gets out-rebounded by Lavasia. That's been a bit of a rarity tonight. Martin looking to take it up. Now we might be starting to talk about daggers here. What can the Stateliners do? As Bracco hands it off to Martin. As Clymer ascends to the top of the perimeter here. Gets a nice pass underneath to Evan Hay, but now it ends up in the hands of Martin on the perimeter after some passing around. Bracco out to Landy. Or Landy was on defense, excuse me. Evan Hade back out to Bracco. They are looking for an open three-point shot at any means necessary. And they won't find one in Christian Martin there on that lob pass on the opposite end of the court. Maybe would have had one there for Bracco. Perimeter passing is going crazy right now, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Clymer finds Lavasi out to Clymer. Hade to Martin. Now they're just toying around. Caleb Clymer, almost didn't secure it there. Did he get hit? What are we calling? That's going to be on Owen Landy. That's going to be his first personal foul. His frustration just boils over there as the Liners are just looking to waste some time. Sigafus screaming instructions out to his team now. Because on the opposite end, you got to wonder what Kevin Greck is calling up in this situation to try to give his team the lead back. Almost a turnover there. Baden trying to guard tight Christian Martin on a double team with Kieran Livingston. Oh, and we do get a turnover. It's Landy, and they're coming up with a plan now. Finn Glennon slowing the pace down as he was guarded by Caleb Clymer. Baden fell over, and they're going to call a foul now. That's going to be on Evan Hade. His first personal foul. It's been a rough night for Evan Hade. And they've had trouble all night with that inbound the Liners have, allowing the other team to inbound under the basket. And it seems like the Red Devils just know the way to find easy ways to the basket from that point. And now it's going to cost them. We got 2:07 left in the game. And the Devils are taking shots. Gavin Baden hits his first. Makes it a pure one-possession game now. As Nicholas Vasquez is going to come in for Kieran Livingston. Might not be the smartest idea to take Livingston out, as the three-point machine might be needed in this game at some point, especially now as Baden misses that shot. So keep it a 2-point lead. We're coming down to the wire, everybody. Caleb Clymer. Guarded tightly by Finn Glennon. Bracco back out to Clymer. We have now about a minute 50 left to go. Lavasia trying to post up. He has trouble securing the ball. And it's going to stay with the Liners. We got a $1:45 left. Martin looking for any good passing lane. Finds Bracco. He's getting guarded tightly by Gavin Baden. Goes underneath. No good. Can't secure the rebound either. Haid! No good off of his rebound. And what are they going to call now? Wesley Wolf grabbing at his wrist. And he's going to get taken out with a minute 35 left. That foul is going to be on him. As the Devils are racking up fouls here now. Late in the quarter. Martin on the outside, guarded by Landy. Clymer. I'm sure if the Liners could, they might take this entire minute and a half. There's no play clocks here, guys. But we are going to see a timeout by Phillipsburg. 42-40 lead. Minute 23 left to go. And that's going to be a minute timeout. Looking for a great rate on a new loan from automobile to home equity loans, Urco Community Federal Credit Union has what you're looking for. Contact our loan officer, Shannon Simonetta or Michael Boulos, to discuss financing options. Visit urcocu.org to learn more. Approval subject to credit, underwriting approval, terms subject to change. Certain restrictions may apply. This is not a commitment to lend. Equal housing opportunity lender, federally insured by NCUA. Today's broadcast is presented by GMAC Pizza, Wings, and More, right on Memorial Parkway, made with the same passion for 3 generations and voted the best pizza in Phillipsburg. Call them at 908-768-3500 or order online at gmacpizzawings.com. We can't wait to serve you. Today's broadcast is presented by New York Life Insurance agent Ed Kovacs Jr., based in Lopakon, New Jersey. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or visit www.newyorklife.com/agent/EJ Kovac or call 908-358-9726. We got the feeling of high noon in an old Western movie here in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, along the Delaware River. Only question left to be answered is who's going to play the role of John Wayne. Christian Martin. They're going to call a hold on Owen Landy. It's going to be his second personal foul of the night. As Bracco's going to inbound. 2-point lead for the Liners with a $1:21 to go. Martin getting doubled here. Bracco trying to drive in off of Vasquez. Ends up in the hands of Martin, who's getting guarded by Landy. Lavasia there, guarded by DeRogatis. Lavasia, no good. But he'll get his shots. DeRogatis gets the foul called on him there. That's going to be the 5th team foul for the Red Devils, as they are now over the bonus. Lavasia sinks the first, makes it a 3-point game. Really putting the Devils in trouble now, as Vasquez is going to sub out, and they're going to put Wesley Wolf in again. And I know I said it the last time with 2.5 to go. They've been doing frequent substitutions here, but now you got to imagine Wesley Wolf is not leaving the court for the remainder of this game. Lavasia, no good on the second. It's a 3-point contest. Landy. They got to formulate a good plan here, the best game plan that they've formulated all night. Got to go with your good plays. Landy getting guarded tightly by Martin. They're playing good defense here. Glennon, no good. And that's a rebound by Lavasia. They're trying to press now. Owen Landy. Martin was getting frustrated there, giving the ref a little bit of lip as he was trying to signify that Sikafus was trying to call the timeout. We got 44.1 left. Oh, man, is this getting exciting. Looking for a great rate on a new loan? From automobile to home equity loans, Urco Community Federal Credit Union has what you're looking for. Contact our loan office with Sam and Simonetta or Michael Boulos to discuss financing options. Visit urcocu.org to learn more. Approval subject to credit, underwriting approval, terms subject to change. Certain restrictions may apply. This is not a commitment to lend. Equal housing opportunity lender, federally insured by NCUA. Today's broadcast is presented by GMAC Pizza, Wings, and More right on Memorial Parkway, made with the same passion for 3 generations and voted the best pizza in Phillipsburg. Call them at 908-768-3500 or order online at gmacpizzawings.com. We can't wait to serve you. Today's broadcast is presented by New York Life Insurance agent Ed Kovacs Jr., based in Lopatcong, New Jersey. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or visit www.newyorklife.com/agent/EJ Kovac or call 908-358-9726. 44.1 to go in a 3-point contest in favor of the 2-11 Phillipsburg Stateliners as they hold the lead over the 7-8 Hunterdon Central Red Devils. Dominic Bracco, QB1, looking to get that inbound out there. And he finds Tamir Moore, but we're going to see another timeout there. 30-second timeout. Everybody looks to collect themselves here. It's going to stay with Phillipsburg after the break. Almost a jump ball there. And that could have been a disastrous situation for Phillipsburg. They don't want to give Hunterdon the ball for the rest of the game if they can help it. Got about 41 seconds here. We'll get ready to get back to it. Right after that, we got about 10 seconds to go. If you're Kevin Greck, you got to wonder what his game plan is here. I mean, you got to play some aggressive defense. You obviously don't want Phillipsburg to go up any more than they already are, because then the game is basically just kind of essentially over at that point. However, they haven't been playing necessarily bad defense tonight, as neither have the Liners. So maybe it is time to play aggressive here, and they are. Double teaming Christian Martin. He's trying to get it out. Way too high of a pass for Tamir Moore. Maybe trying to get Moore to drive into the paint after that, but Moore's going to check out. And Sham's going to come back in for Phillipsburg. 36.3 left to go. Landy picking it up after a slow roll. What are we going to call here? And a timeout by Kevin Greck. It's a timeout palooza here in Phillipsburg. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are probably going to get that photo finished. We just don't know how long it's going to take to get there. Looking for a great rate on a new loan? From automobile to home equity loans, Urco Community Federal Credit Union has what you're looking for. Contact our loan office with Shannon Simonetta or Michael Boulos to discuss financing options. Visit urcocu.org to learn more. Approval subject to credit, underwriting approval. Terms subject to change. Certain restrictions may apply. This is not a commitment to lend. Equal housing opportunity lender, federally insured by NCUA. Today's broadcast is presented by GMAC Pizza, Wings, and More right on Memorial Parkway, made with the same passion for 3 generations and voted the best pizza in Phillipsburg. Call them at 908-768-3500. Order online at gmacpizzawings.com. We can't wait to serve you. Today's broadcast is presented by New York Life Insurance agent Ed Kovacs Jr., based in Lopatcong, New Jersey. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or visit www.newyorklife.com/agent/EJ Kovac or call 908-358-9726. In relation to that advertisement, guys, with New York Life, it says Kovacs. Then it says Kovac on the website, so, I guess just follow how it's written on the site. We got 30 seconds left. 3-point lead for the Liners. Martin playing aggressive defense here on Landy. They're going to call... Are they really going to call another timeout here? They are. Understandably for Kevin Greck. 30-second timeout. As I think that we might be all out of those guys. Or I think they each have one left, according to the scoreboard here, as we're ready to enter the final stanza. I mean, we've been on the final stanza for a little while now, but we've got a 3-point contest. If you want to talk about who might win player of the game tonight based off of the way that we're trending, it's probably got to be somewhere in the realm of Dominic Bracco, maybe Shamari Lavasia. And if you want to look at it from the other side, you could give it to Owen Landy, as he's been all up and down the court tonight. I have a little bit of a bias towards point guards. Or you could even say maybe Gavin Baden. I don't know, but we're about to find out. We don't have too much longer to go. The Liners are going to be running Clymer, Hade, Bracco, Lavasia, and Martin. The Devils, on the other hand, are going to be running Landy, Glennon, Livingston, Baden, and DeRogatis. As Finn Glennon, 21.7 left. Looking for a spot to go, finds Landy. Landy driving down. Tightly guarded by Christian Martin. Is he going to go for two? I doubt it. I'm going to go out to the perimeter to Glennon. Oh, no! And it's no good by Kieran Livingston. What are they going to call? That's going to be on Gavin Baden, and that might essentially end this contest. 6.6 left. And we're going to go to the line. Dominic Bracco looking to seal the deal. And guys, this would be the first winning streak of the season for the Phillipsburg Stateliners. They're about to improve to 3-11 if Bracco can sink both of these. He can't sink the first one. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I might have jinxed that. There's no wood to knock on in my immediate line of sight. Well, I guess I could down here. But I'm unbiased, so I'm not going to do it. Is it over here? Bracco hits it. And with 6.6 left, I don't think there's anything left that the Devils can do. As Clymer deflects it. Baden trying to do something with it. Livingston puts it up, but it doesn't matter. The Phillipsburg Stateliners go on their first winning streak of the season as they improve to 3-11 as the Red Devils fall to 7-9, and they're going to be partying on a Tuesday at the Delaware River tonight. Celebration time, guys. Come on. On senior night, the night where you really need to win a basketball game, especially at home. The Liners do it. Excellent coaching, excellent game plan, fantastic defense, and offer their biggest offensive performance of the season this past weekend. They don't exactly have the same numbers put up as then. However, 44 points is just good enough as they played good enough defense to defeat the Hunterdon Central Red Devils here on Tuesday Night Basketball on the Garden State Athletic Network. And what a game we just bore witness to. Looking for a great rate on a new loan? From automobile to home equity loans, Urco Community Federal Credit Union has what you're looking for. Contact our loan officers, Shannon Simonetta or Michael Poulos, to discuss financing options. Visit urcocu.org to learn more. Approval subject to credit, underwriting approval, terms subject to change. Certain restrictions may apply. This is not a commitment to lend. Equal housing opportunity lender, federally insured by NCUA. Today's broadcast is presented by GMAC Pizza Wings and More, right on Memorial Parkway, made with the same passion for 3 generations and voted the best pizza in Phillipsburg. Call them at 908-768-3500 or order online at gmacpizzawings.com. We can't wait to serve you. Today's broadcast is presented by New York Life Insurance agent Ed Kovacs Jr. based in Lopatcong, New Jersey. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or visit www.newyorklife.com/agent/EJ Kovac or call 908-358-9726. You want to become a sponsor for the Garden State Athletic Network? Network and game sponsorship opportunities are available. You can contact us about sponsorship via our mobile, which is 973-738-3881, or you can send us an email at sponsorships@gardenstateathleticnetwork.com or scan the QR code on your screen to learn more. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jack Barber on a quickly fleeting Phillipsburg gymnasium over here. Well, we had a real interesting contest here tonight. All kinds of lead changes all throughout the game. First, second, third, fourth quarter. Lead changes all over the place here in Phillipsburg as it ends up a 44-40 victory for the Stateliners. And, you know, it could be a good opportunity to be a little biased on senior night. You could have given it to Lavasia. Lavasia had a great game, mind you. However, I just can't do it. I got to give it to QB1. Team's leading scorer tonight and the catalyst and the guy who sunk that 44th point to really put the Stateliners over the edge with 6 seconds to go. Tonight's player of the game, Dominic Bracco, the sophomore. Dominic, congratulations. We'll try to get a word from you after the game if we can. I know they're probably celebrating in the locker room right now on their 3-11 record. But guys, for the Garden State Athletic Network, we've had a great broadcast here tonight. Fun time, fun action, fun game to call. I'll tell you that much right now. So for that, for them, for me, for any of my coworkers here, I'm Jack Barber. We'll see you next time.